Hey, please notice me. I'm just bundled up because I was just outside smoking a blunt with my roommates. Hey, old school Dave. Oh, wow, that sounds so good. Please notice me. Nothing like some endo with a friend ho. Even from thousands of miles away, I'm sure that stuff stank. And I'm sure you had to pay hella bank just for it to be flamed in your name. Oh, hell yeah, girl. We on top of things. Like orangutans with bananas. I can't, hun. Eat another banana. They're shaped like wieners. And you peel them, then you serve. Peel and serve those wiener-shaped fruits. They're probably gay to boot. They've been ate every day at noon. And it looks like a boomerang or a flute. I'm acting a fool 'cause I'm no longer in school. And I want the jewels. The blue hues. On my diamond. In the charts I'm climbing. You won't find him dining with just any old fuck. Never mind. My purpose is to use my nervous system as a divergent into the clergyman. 'Cause the church is what went to heaven. not the dirty women, not the herbs that you're grinning on, and not the derps. I guess it's sinning, 'cause it hurts when you lift off without them. Stupidity grooms nudity. And soon the hoopty is bouncing, 'cause you got your booty pronounced dead by a huge ol' weenie. It was astounding. Okay, I'm done for now. Moving on to other topics. First of all, I made the song Overnight Celebrity that Twista supposedly claimed. And I understand they wanted a guy to sing it, but it was actually a girl singing it to a girl. I made it for my friend Ashley, my new roommate, and it just like popped in my head because, you know, that's just how I roll. I think creatively. I think creatively no matter what I am aiming at or what I do. Because then I reach higher heights and I'm not just rotting, like my existence is meeting its goals. And I get to pretty much be on top of my game at all aspects of my life. I don't feel the need to understand everything, but I do feel the need to understand everything thrown at me. Because if I were to know everything, I'm sure my brain would like be so big or something. I don't know. But it's up to God to know everything, not us. So, you know, it's really proper that you guys know that Twista stole my song for Overnight Celebrity. And that I made it for my friend who is a girl. And I did it to show off. And I can't believe that people would actually participate in the act of stealing lyrics and shoving the original artist into the shadows. It's absolute nonsense. Then after she told me that she knew that I made that song because I was trying to tell her how I made like so many songs and they normally get stolen from me, and even songs that she likes have been songs that I have made, but and I know because she played them in our room. But I never had the guts to tell her because I wanted her to believe in, you know, her beliefs. I'm not going to cloud her beliefs and, you know, get in the way of what she uh is accustomed to, because I doubt anyone would believe me anyway. Normally they don't believe me. So it's not even worth opening my mouth about, but I guess it was worth making a song about, which was Overnight Celebrity. Because basically, Overnight Celebrity uh is a really good song, and it was inspired by the fact that I make so many songs and I don't even have a friend to tell about it, nor do I get paid for it. And it really speaks for itself because, I'm pretty much the type of person that would sing that song since I have made so many people overnight celebrities. And I'm driven to continue doing that, but I hope I actually make money this time around if it were to keep happening. And I know as long as I'm rapping and freestyling, there will be bitches that steal my lyrics. And I'm just gonna have to deal with it my own way, somehow, some way. Because nobody wants to help me, nobody wants to give me advice, and nobody believes me when I tell them the truth. It's so ignorant. So then after I made Overnight Celebrity, then I made the song Let Me Love You by Mario Winans. And it was pretty much a love song that I made to be cute toward a newfound love purpose in my life if I were to ever get more love in my life or find more love in my life. That would be a significant reason to live, but as far as me and Sam go, I think he did the wrong thing in the past, and I can't forgive him for that. So I'm gonna give up on that love because it doesn't suit me. It's not dignified anymore. And I just don't feel it when I don't believe in it. So I don't know what else people expect me to do. Even Yellow Wolf stole my song for his Pop the Trunk. The beginning was made by me, and so is the rest of the song, but I know the beginning might sound kind of like elusive in the meaning of its actuality, in reality, but you can narrow it down to being some ghetto ass shit that I am proud to have made, but it doesn't really look good on anyone else. That's how I'm trying to make most of my songs these days. Only fits my life and fans' life, but doesn't fit these overdone retards and their sneering remarks, and they're geared toward destroying art. Fucking flea market ass, dream starter ass, weak tartar sauce on a fish ass, leash garter on a beast who goes harder than heat in the garden. And I got him for at least a bargain. He's gonna consider you meat for his large intestine. Meet my ARF. His name is Jesus. And Jesus Clark. You know, like the Cleveland Street Clark, where they go bleeding and narc out on peas and heroin. Okay, like, I don't know what the difference between me being the superstar in everyone's life and that being because I have made so many great lyrics and I can actually rap and speak much better than most people, and it's restricted in my life to rap my own songs. Someone always beats me to it, and it's some fucking old ass bitch all the way in the past, and they bring it to the past and distribute it in the past so that the first time you ever get it is in the past, because these people have made these musicians such godly fucking beings, or the gods made them godly beings or whatever, so they live forever, some shit, because they have gone ultimate lengths to hide what they have done to the music industry. Nobody knows the ghostwriters that write all the songs. It's always some random asshole who gets signed a record deal, and the record deal is always in favor of stealing lyrics, or it's the original artist, or it's the plagiarizing artist that steals the original artist's lyrics. But it has happened so fucking much that it's unbelievable to even idolize anyone in the music industry anymore, because they're all yanking off their lyrics and not being real artists. Their voice is not really good enough for me to be leeching off my hard work. I don't know how y'all feel, but I think I have it under control as far as relaying my lyrics to the audience. Like, I don't need bullshit ass bullies that act like their fat ass is what's causing the raps to go off the graph, when really it's just that the lyrics are rad and totally badass, not because you're just that rat. You're all the same. You have the same traits. You behave like apes. You spin a dreidel and hope for your tummy not to ache after drinking ale and going pale and going to the hospital. Man, Hey, Rob C. Zombie, I just saw ya. Yo. Mark Malberg, that's whack, yo. See what I'm saying? No, I don't see what you're saying. So I guess no one has a problem with the fact that uh so many fake artists exist in today's world, and they're all normally one-hit wonders or hang on for a little bit longer than most and try their best to harness my abilities to rap and take it for a spin in their lives because they believe they're grandeur like me, but they're really just caught up in their own recollection of who they want to be and what works for them, but they're not giving in the effort. That's where they don't deserve the money. I deserve the money. The money in the music industry should have all been mine many times. I'm the only one that makes a concluding song that doesn't have any mistakes and is delivered ASAP. I definitely make more songs than anyone, and I make them faster than anyone. And I don't even get recognized for it because there's always some big bootied bitch waiting in the corner, waiting for someone to sign a record deal to her tight little pussy. And then she gets hit up by like every dude and she don't like it, so she starts relying on her management to get her working more and more, and she's really just landing herself in debt to me because she doesn't write her own lyrics. She gets my lyrics. And he. Many he's, many she's. After my lyrics. I hate that I don't make money off making billions of people happy. And someone else does. And it's not because I can't do it. I'm actually the only one doing it, but I don't get credit for it. Hot dog snack. Fuck yeah. This is what it looks like. Thank you, Not Like Deno. Thanks, Wark Malberg. I guess you're right. I do have quite a lot of subs. This hot dog fucking snack is really weird. Looks like a dick. Boner. Right in my mouth. Yeah, they probably do owe me billions of dollars by now, but I probably will never see it because I don't even have enough money to get a lawyer. I need to find a really rich guy who has dollars on deck, stacks and racks, treasure chests full of jewels, who is willing to pay for my lawyer. Then I'll get my money. Then I'll pay him back for giving me money for the lawyer. If I even win the case, which I should, but what are they even going to call it in court? Like burglary or something? Like, I don't know. They burglarized my head. Like, they took all of my intended lyrics for the public and use them to get popular and rich. I didn't know that they took my lyrics that I've released on my YouTube. I just know about the songs that they took from my mind. And I don't mind paying a psychic that led me on this journey to find my lyrics. I mind some idiot claiming to be some hotshot when they don't even write their own lyrics. So whoever psychic led them to my mind to steal from my mind better have been paid very well, because she got hella stacks out of me. Whoever the fuck can interpret my thoughts, because I totally set out to release my lyrics on my own, but I didn't even have a chance to before motherfuckers were taking all of my lyrical values. They stole song after song after song after song, and there's so many artists that do it. And all I asked God was for him to sit around and hear me sing a song to him, because I was annoyed that nobody knew that I was the songwriter that made so many hits. And I was annoyed that I had just as good of a voice as those people that stole my songs, but I wasn't given a real chance to even sing my own lyrics. And that's what's so fucked up about it. I didn't need a deal or anybody else to be great. They all needed me though, and I didn't get anything out of it. But I couldn't have just done it on my own and succeeded on my own and got my own fans and my own money, instead of these people pickpocketing my lyrics for their fucking docket, for their fucking presence, for their fucking life. It's just such bullshit. Like, I should have full rights over the songs I create, and no one should be copying every single one of them. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I'd be really surprised if there was only like one song that they stole from me when there are so many good ones that I made. Because that doesn't make sense. They might as well go for the lot of it if they want to make serious money, right? But it wouldn't have dawned on me that they stole the song if they only stole one of my songs. I probably would have just thought that for whatever reason, we had the same mindset and the same wavelengths going on that inspired us both to write the same song. But that is even way out of the ballpark, because I know you guys have stolen so many of my songs and not just one. Sorry I left for like 10 minutes. You don't want someone to make money off you. You want to make money off your damn self. Thanks, not late, Jenno. I'll try. It's really hard, though. I can't believe in life anymore. It's been dried out of my system to give a fuck when all of the world left me behind. I was almost homeless, and this is the way they treat me when I try to march to the top. They want to steal my entire pathway. Okay, a freestyle. I got money on my mind. It's thundering in my thighs. I'm wondering if the guys can come in it quick and then let it dry. You know, I'll keep that hunted between my two C's. They're double the trouble when you're cuffing them or cupping them, suffocating them, blubbering them, cucumbering them, subterranean bitch. She gets in the tub and her anus gets an itch. Then the club comes and taints her by not making her rich because she's awesome and dangerous. Can I get a wub wub? Or am I a flamer that twists cabbage like a bad habit? It sometimes makes me rabid, but at least I got a tab on it. Those pathogens maximize my veins until I'm entertained, until I eat that grain, until I can inhale all the air and compare to bears who just want to wear their fur and tear up the burbs and eat a watermelon. Don't delete them from the forest of heaven. We need them to harbor lemons. Let me try again. I gotta get in the zone. My wallet's bone dry. If you call it, my phone will vibrate like a sensational angel. and I bang her against the wall because it's Hank Hill calling, and I ganked his small plank of wood at the mall. So I'm sure his wanker is tall. And he's gonna get nakeder and sprawl. And he might faint or fall if he gets spanked in the drawers. Okay, that was even worse. Let me try again. Let me win you over. I need inspiration. The destination is inspiration. I have the inclination to rib the nation and tip the population and giggle in my nasal and tickle the placement of your dick that goes ancient. If you don't lick it though, it'll get complacent. You know, my nigga holds on to his like a motherfucking saint or some shit. And then the hicks all gurgle in the basement. Do you need a purple nurple or a burp, ho, or a squirtle, or your own turf to blow? Nerds crushed up and the rope down your clavicle. It's laughable how you can mask up a fucking hoe and send her to get the cash and the flow. And suddenly, she's not a bastard no mo. They all clap for her show. And I think it's galactic to know that her plaque on her teeth just grows because she's nasty on the pole. And she gives dap to them homos. And then she puts her lap against the bros. And then her booty gets to canoodling against your wooing dingling. And concluding all that, they're ruining the sack that was tuned in to demonstrate flat land because they want to do it till they crap. Do a diss track for your haters and for the people ripping you off. Goofy bitches need to know who's boss. That's a few. Okay, then I will. Who the fuck you think you are driving in my car, going to the bar like you're living at large? But really, I'm in charge, and you wouldn't have the bars if I didn't lay them out on the line by the time You get them. Somebody else has already rhymed and slimed up the entire pipe that used to run through like a knife. And then I grab my pipe and smoke up all night. Yikes. Can't believe that the police lights are behind me as I drive. I better fucking light up another fucking surprise lunch for these whiteys, hun. I'll bring them to dine in and have fun. I know the pine tree is all done up by now. You're already rung up, and the tide has washed you clean as you plunged in. Okay, I'm gonna try again. I didn't really like how that was going. I'm self-righteous, 'cause I melt when the acid drips. And I felt up all the baddest bitches. And I'm from Kel's bunch. And I have to admit that. Because I smell like how you want the shit in your lungs. I forget what I was doing all of a sudden. I'm gonna try again. Then I'm gonna end the stream because I don't feel like being live anymore. I'm like super stressed out. I came to complain and tell people the update on my life, and all I want is money for the raps that have been stolen from me. And I'm sure the people that make the beats are receiving just as little as money as the people who make the lyrics. And it's just the superstars fucking money because she's the one that spits the lyrics, but she doesn't make the lyrics, she doesn't make the beats, she just spits the fucking lyrics like they're hers or something, or his. And that goes for most rappers. There's many and plenty rented thieves that get enormous fees paid for doing adorable deeds, but they are deceiving the peeps. They must come clean. They must get out of our dreams. I'm tired of walking the streets thinking that someone's gonna be able to save me. And all I end up is fleeing way into the distance like a piston, racing for any instance of portrayal of a grimace or aching of a princess. Anything to do justice to the suffix of another twit. They're loving it. They're not above bitches. They're getting shoved in their clits, and their jugs get to bouncing off a cliff. And you think it's because they're hideous, but really they're just a part of another one's business. And they should really just stop trudging and expecting their wishes to be fulfilled, like wisdom really comes this way anytime. I mean, really, can we gain any rhyme or reason when everyone's bleeding on the battlefield? They should really tattle and then shield their asses until they kneel. Their booby tassels are near. And it's really happening, but it's kind of weird. They're fastened on to spin and squeal. Bitches on the glass and thongs with a beard. I mean, a beer. Don't want to make you a queer. I think they got me hacked too, not lay Jeno. Shrimp Teen 66, new apartment. No, it's a new room though. I moved to a new house and I'm sharing a room with this girl, Ashley. No, I have never done online or live on stage performances. No. I'm like Moses, the way I flow and drip. I'm the closest that you got to a hostess with the mostest. You better row, 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 bitch. Your boat out of this shit. Because I'm gonna get the popo in the mix. Then I'm gonna grab my yo-yo and hit you with it. It's a total hit every time they rotate in this ferocious grin. Put lotion on your dick then close on in with my slit, and then my clit will glow on that prick. If you need a fix, call 666-6666 and they'll give you the the rig, so you can be hitting all that dabs. You gotta grab the dabs. You gotta flatten the dabs. You gotta have the dabs. You gotta crash on dabs. You gotta have a B-Day bash on dabs. You gotta grasp the dabs. Not late, Jeno. What is your next live show? When and what is it and where? I have a ribeye steak since guys hate. It must be a glitch because they're deprived and ache. Like a snitch or a wise guy. They need to be tased. They think they slick. They think their ties are on tight. But they need to grab a rake. 'Cause all this cash is raining down on our fucking jazz party. Bring the Bacardi and the jar of weed. Then go parking in a large lot somewhere between the streets of West 130th and Bel Air. That's where I used to call home. But now I'm deep in a danger zone, all alone. Just a phone. And I'll say yo every time they call. And I'll say, where the fucking fall festivities? And they start talking about decencies. And I go creeping in the streets to find glee and the sea. I fucking hate life. Oh my god. First of all, I don't even have a beat to rap to. I'm gonna put on a beat and then I'll rap to it. Then I'm gonna end the show because I'm fucking sick of life. Dude, it should be a felony to be so rude and not give any pennies to the fucking clue that gets you around in a semi. And if I were anyone other than myself, I'd probably wear the belt because they just can't stand a white girl on the track. They say she can't rap. They say she's too badass. They say she don't dab on them when they're giving her crab apples and crap. And I say, well, at least I don't laugh in your face and I keep up the pace. And I think it's a raffle if you want to taste any of my satchel's grace. Cause I barely have enough cash though to go shopping in the fucking safe. And I need a rat hoe just to be tattered all over the place. If you call me again, your friend, I'll expect dividends, or at least a generation worth of phlegm, because they want to spit on it, they want to spend gems, they want to get Kristen on all the tracks, because they're the ones that actually max out our stats and give back to the fucking facts that they try to grab. And even though I jab them left and right, they didn't come to fight. So I blow them up on the mic and they start to cry. And I ask God why. Why did they have to come and lie straight to my face? It's such a disgrace watching them get maced. But at least I have demonstrated something toward getting aced. I need that pay grade. I need that shade over my eyes so I can keep surprised every time the light rises. You want to stick your dick in a pie because you're deprived of that pussy. You must be mushy. You must be crooked, you see, to not get some tushy. Your bitch must be in rugby. She must not want to hug a niggy because she'll crumble them up into teeny tiny pieces. Hey, who woke me up? What's up, guys? It's good to see you bright and early. Well, it's actually pretty late, but shit, it's still great. Well, I'm gonna get going because I want to finish the song that I've been working on And I hope you guys are excited to hear it, and stay tuned for the next adventure of Kristen Jankowski, aka FU in Orbit. And I hope you, not Lay Jeno, send me that link on Instagram so I can get to your show when it happens. Thank you, Fishman. I hope you have a nice night too. Good night, Christian Thomas. Good night, Wark Malberg. Good night, not Lay Jeno. Good night, Fishman. Hip hop is a lot like pop. It's popular in the grotto. You won't kick rocks. You'll expect big props. You can jigsaw, puzzle, or jog as you play along one of our songs and hop like a frog all over the floor. If you want more, come with me on tour. As long as I get 400 million, I'm sure I can pour out some of these new lyrics I have in store. And I hope you liked me snoring. I hope it wasn't boring. And now we're forging a new path toward subordinates. Because I do what they tell me to do. If they want me to snore, I snore. If they want me to yell, I yell. If they want me to be quiet, I be quiet. At least don't put a pie in it. My eye, that is. Okay, good night, guys. You know those clowns that think it's funny to put a pie in your face? I just don't have the taste to consider that actual rape, even though it's so creamy and it'll make you get another weenie. And then you'll suck it, fuck it, gunk it, and then trust it. Then dump it. 'Cause you're a slut bitch. And you can get another quick. Okay, good night, numb nuts dicks.